Hello. Welcome to Tifosi Time. This is episode 137 of the most glorious soccer podcast on the planet. This is Frank. I'm here with Chris, Dan, and better known as Pedro. Pietro, say hello.
Hi.
All right, fellas. Today is August 14th. We are less than a week away from the official start of Serie A, which is freaking nuts. For those of you guys that follow along, you already know what we're going to do today. For those of you guys that are new, welcome to the party. But we are going to talk a little soccer news, transfer news, and then we're going to do our yearly predictions, which we usually get none right. So buckle up, people.
I don't know. Chris has got a knack for picking the first coach to get fired every year.
He does. He does have a knack for that. Do you put money on that any year? Because I feel like you could make some money on that one.
It's not a bet. Otherwise, I would.
Oh, it's not? That's not a prop bet? That should be a prop bet.
I don't think they want people to lose their jobs.
Well, it's not. They're not making them lose the job. All right, so let's get started. There's a lot of things, small topics that I can probably make into a big thing. So why don't we just start with the national team for a second with the surprise news that I'm sure people heard about with Mancini stepping down. When did that happen? About 3 days ago?
About Chile. They say they offer $40 million a year in Saudi Arabia.
Is he going to coach in Saudi Arabia? Is that why?
$40 million for 3 years.
No one's that hasn't been confirmed or anything.
Wait,
no
is
one
it
knows why he even left?
I believe that though. Like the first thing when you guys texted me, I said he must have an offer somewhere else.
And it wasn't 3 days ago, wasn't it yesterday?
Yeah.
It was yesterday?
Saudi Arabia.
Feels like 3 days ago. So wait, you're saying 40 million per year? So 120 million for 3 years?
Yeah, but even it's 20, 60 million.
Who said that, though? Is that true?
Wow, you are the worst reporter ever. It could be 40, but even if it's 20,
But they
it's
say
still
20,
good.
and some people say 40.
Listen, is it an option for him? Sure. Is he going to take it? Who knows? He hasn't said a word on it.
It's a little
But
harder for a coach, right? There has to be a team to coach. It's different than a player. Is there a team with no coach?
they would make room for him. I'm sure they would fire whatever coach is there.
They're talking about the next coach is going to be Spalletti.
I like that. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
me
it's
too.
fun. I think if Mancini's leaving, I think that's good. Some people brought up the rumor, obviously, that everybody's heard about Allegri, and my first response was, as much as I hate him on Juventus, I think we have 1 year left of this torture. Please don't start a new cycle with the national team. So come on, Spalletti.
You said it yesterday when we were talking.
Allegri, in a way, for us, Juventus is good. I would not like to go in.
No, horrible for the national
It'd be
team.
worse.
What were you going to say, Chris?
You said yesterday they have no time to practice.
Yeah, that's what I said. So Allegri gives a team that he has every day for 2 years no style of play. You imagine him getting a team of all players that don't know each other for 2 weeks? It would be the worst team. It would be Ventura all over again. I think first of all, I don't think they qualify for the World Cup with him. So, second of all, if they do qualify, it's a first round
Well, I
knockout.
think you're making a story out of nothing. I don't think it's a realistic thing. I
don't either.
Who are their choices for national team?
How much do they pay? How much do they pay the national team coach?
They're selling $8 million.
So they could pay him.
But realistically, who are your choices? Spalletti and Conte, right? Like, who else is going to take it?
But Conte's already done it, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, Italian-wise, I mean,
Yeah.
usually they
I
stick
think
with the
Spalletti is a good choice because
Yeah, you see, I think people like Conte wait Juventus to call in.
Yeah,
And he's lose everything. Nobody call in.
I think he's coached at almost every big team there is at this point. You can't exactly say his coaching career sucked. He'll get another job. But I think Spalletti's the best choice. He knows how to play with young kids. He plays pretty attacking. He gives them a style. Like, you can't have a guy there that, like, Allegri will bring back Bonucci, like, out of retirement. Like,
Oh, no.
No.
He sent him away.
He's going to Germany.
I'm saying anyone but Allegri in anything that I care about.
He will call up Rogani, though.
He would, yeah. Just I think it's gotta.
That's the news for Juventus is PCG once again. So
We're not there yet. We're still talking national team for a second. Is there anyone else that you guys think besides Spalletti, realistically?
someone suggested 7.
Zeman? Has he even coached? I don't know. Zeman, he's never won anything.
You say Zanga?
Zeman. Zanga. I don't think I'd want Zeman. Do you want Zeman? I don't want Zeman.
No, I don't think it's good.
His time has passed, I feel like.
How about who's the guy with the tits?
With the tits.
What?
Gattuso? Who are you talking about?
No, the guy, I forget his name.
I think it's got to be Spalletti. He just won Serie A. He's
Yeah, he
Italian and he has no job.
He has to pay. Federazione has to pay penalty to Napoli, like 2 million.
Yeah.
Okay, but
It's gonna be him or Conte.
The thing is, there's not many options, and
there's
then
not many
a
options, right?
major tournament coming up.
Gasparini?
C'è Donadoni, but Spalletti's good.
No, Donadoni hasn't done anything.
You want Donadoni? Oh,
Hey,
No, we can't just have someone to take the spot up.
They even mentioned Gattuso.
I take Gattuso more than Donadoni.
me
I don't want
too.
either of them.
Yeah,
But-
but he's more relevant.
But I also
They
think-
mentioned the guy from National under 19 that is good, Pauline.
No. What are we? I mean, really, are we just? We already haven't made the last 2 World Cups.
If Ranieri wasn't coaching Coyote, I
No,
would
but
say him, but he's coaching.
Yeah,
You see, with the player we have, right? I think Spalletti is going to be good.
I think
because
Spalletti
you know
too.
the player.
It's gonna
Conchici, yes, Politano, Berardi, or Chiesa, you know.
it's gonna come down to if they have a striker who can score like it always does, and they don't.
So
So
it doesn't have, you know, they think maybe Scamacca.
Yeah, Scamacca's not that bad. I'm telling you. Is he Mbappe? No, but he's not horrible. Like, but they have to get a team that plays where you get goals from people like Chiesa and
And
Berardi.
then this guy down in Genoa bought it to
Retegui, I don't have much faith in him. That's why he went to Genoa, and not a real.
The blonde kid.
That's why he's not Genoa, not a real team.
Isn't he 8? How old is he though?
He's young.
Yeah.
He scored 2 goals the other
No, he doesn't look that bad. Honestly, he gets his ball in the box. He gets.
Oh, he's a scorer.
Yeah.
It's all of this.
What did he say?
He just had the longest yawn in the middle of his comment I've ever seen.
Yeah, I like this.
That is awesome. No, I mean, look, this is like, it's not even a joke to me. You know how pissed I was about them not making the last 2 World Cups. Like, we really wanted to not make the next one. And by the way, it's in the U.S., so if they don't freaking make it,
He's putting himself to sleep.
that's a disaster. I know. I can't really recover off of that.
Well, yeah, I mean, we gotta hope that they're not going to. Have they ever missed 3 World Cups in a row? No,
They
right?
never missed 2 in a row.
So,
They never missed 1 until
so it's not going to happen. They have to qualify.
at this point. It can totally happen. Are you
With the
kidding?
expanded World Cup, if they still don't qualify,
Dude, they last year they didn't qualify, and what was it? They were undefeated for 33 games. It can totally happen.
yeah, that's true.
He did good.
He did good. He didn't qualify.
I mean, we lost. We didn't qualify, but that's. I think more than us, it's the rule there.
Yeah. My question is, they're expanding it, but are they going to try? They're expanding it, but are they going to try to get more European teams in, or more teams from all over the world? That's the thing. It's not going to be like more European teams necessarily.
I'm sure from everywhere. Did anyone hear why he actually resigned?
It's got to be he's got a check or an
It's got
offer.
to be us another team.
Well, either that or he's got a health issue.
I don't know. I heard it's probably not true, but like I read something too. Like he's still not over Vialli's death too.
Oh bullshit!
That's what
Well,
I read.
that could be true. I mean, who knows?
It's not causing him to resign.
I mean, if he's got like a depressed thing going on or
He's on the
something.
staff.
Oh, I know.
Like,
They hired Buffon on the staff. He's good to go.
They did hire Buffon?
Yeah, he's with them.
If you're depressed,
When did that happen? How did we not start the show with that?
He took Vialli's job. What Vialli was doing. That's what he
That's awesome. That's great. And he could also be the 4th keeper.
Yeah.
And you know what I understand. The federal they put Barzagli, Buffon,
On the
and the
but now do they stay if they get a new coach? Or
Barzagli
they,
is a coach for the defense.
Barzagli doesn't stay at a coaching job.
Buffon is accompagnatore. The guy.
Yeah, but if a new coach comes, will they get all new different people?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's not.
No.
You think Spalletti's going to be, you know what, fire Buffon? I don't
Well, I mean, I don't know. He's going to need a couple of his own guys. You can't have a but. By the way, Buffon's never coached anyone, and Barzagli, like you said, hasn't coached. So, like, you need to have some experienced people.
Buffon doesn't coach.
What's he do?
He's the capo delegazione.
Like delegation, like what,
Yeah.
spokesman? Kind of. Okay, that's cool.
Like Gigi River, like Viale used to be.
That's cool. I like that.
I think it's a good fit.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
They're going to hire someone very, very quick. They said so already within the next.
How do they know that? Like, how do they know?
Well,
someone's gonna-
the most of what I think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even think that because Spalletti takes someone who knows. Because you see, I spoke to Uncle Santo. I say, if I was a coach, I would never get a national team. Never. It's lose.
I don't know. If you
No,
think about it, it's a great. I mean,
You see them once in a while.
yeah, it's hard. It's very hard. You have to be a very specific coach. You can get a group together. First of all, you have to. The best thing a coach has to do for a national team, they have to be really good at picking players in form.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. No. Look at Allegri. They have their favorites. They
You
stick
can
with
pick
people.
the best player. The question is how to put them in the field.
Well, that's the second big thing. How do you make them become a group when they only practice for 2 weeks and they see each other 6 times a year, right? Like that's the hard part. So you have to, but you have to
limited chances to be successful. Like it's so hard.
Listen, that's why someone doesn't say a national team coach for 20 years. But you're telling me if you were a coach of Serie A big teams and someone called you to be like, hey, coach the national team for this next thing, of course you would go take it.
You see, it's tricky. It's not like remember when Italy used to win all the time, right? Because the group was Juventus. I can understand it. If a coach pick a group from one team, it's already say F there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, makes it easier for sure.
Juventus doesn't even have any Italians.
I know.
The rest of the replace with our people.
It's true what Chris just said, and again, this is the problem. Juventus doesn't even have Italians.
They're not Italian now.
It's ridiculous. The one that we had, we can get into that.
Now, as a matter of fact, you talk about to get Inter, Acerbi, Bastoni, and Darmian.
Oh, God, if that's the national team.
De Lorenzo, De Lorenzo.
Is Vicerbi still on the national team? Something's gone really hard.
Doesn't change it a lot.
I just want to get to my 2-0 prediction of Udinese over Juventus for this weekend. So.
Hold it for the end.
Yeah.
Oilers, man.
Well, don't start to do the bullshit.
Okay.
You have to be serious, not just.
All right, so let's talk a little.
Somebody all want to say Juventus win.
Can we slam Juventus for some stuff that actually happened real quick?
I know. Juventus. I saw the highlight. Juventus Atalanta. First half, Perin played goalie. The second half, so the Pacello where was no classification.
Yeah,
they didn't touch the ball. So Juventus played good.
Yeah, they played okay.
They missed someone to score.
I do think Juventus is going to be better this season.
Oh, I would hope so. They were horrible last year, and they have one competition.
And plus, I don't know if it changed. Did you got the model, the style changed? It's just this time, it's not like last year. There is more pressing up front.
Yeah, I heard that too. Let's see.
Let's
see.
I don't know.
What happened? He just decided all of a sudden I want the team to run?
If you don't go change it.
They have looked better in the preseason than last year. Like, wise.
Fine.
Don't forget, we have a young team now.
Do we? Where's some?
Sure.
Where?
No, Bonucci's not there.
One guy. He wasn't playing last year.
I have one guy that showed is old.
Bonucci played like 20 games last year. Wait, I want to start with what's okay. So, what's his name came in? Drawing a blank right now. Junsley came in. No, Junsley.
Well, Cambiasso is playing good.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I want to talk about Junsley for a second because he's been here, 2 weeks now? So we gave him credit, or at least I gave him credit for getting more money from Zakaria. Okay? Fair. They were going to sell him for 13. They got 20. That was good. Even though Zakaria's a good player, at least he tried to maximize that. That's where I'm going. So, but then they turn around and they decide to sell Rovella for what, 17? Well, Pellegrini they got $4 million for, which is awesome deal for
20 million altogether.
Yeah, but I don't even care about Pellegrini because Pellegrini was not going to.
Pellegrini's useless.
Pellegrini, he went to 7, 8 million just about Pellegrini.
That's fine. Pellegrini is an extra body that was never going to play on Juventus. It's still a bad deal from Spinazzola if that's what you want to
do. For 20 million.
Fine. I don't care about Pellegrini. I have to pick my battles.
Yeah,
it's a short show.
But or even there, I have a question. Because if I had to pick someone between Locatelli and Rovella, I would have picked Rovella.
Okay, that's where I want to go. I want to go Rovella. I think that I honestly am disappointed in Junsley because I know that Rovella you had an offer and you could monetize it quickly. But Rovella was the guy that I was hoping he would say, no, I know the game enough. I'm going to build around this kid. You want to sell Moretti? You want to sell whatever?
Hey, Allegri didn't give a chance at all to Rovella.
No.
He was saying, don't even try.
And it's ridiculous to me that they're like, oh, we're going to sell Rovella. And then there's the next sentence of the same article is, oh, and they might try to bring in a midfielder. So to me, that's really disappointing because it goes to a few things. A, we keep saying they don't have enough Italians. So let's get rid of the young Italian that has potential. Yes. Was he hurt a lot? Yeah. Well, he needs to be able to play a full season. But in terms of the player that they were looking for last year, he's good. And I need somebody in charge that goes, no, I'm going to decide who we're going to keep or not keep. And I would have thought Rovella would have been someone they were going to keep. And I know Rovella wanted to leave. He said, I wanted to play. If I'm not going to play, I want to leave. So maybe they didn't have a choice.
And there was an article, somebody wrote, he don't count on Pogba. He said he don't believe it's in the roster. Because this guy, you don't know if he plays.
No, how much can you expect to get from Pogba at this point? If he plays 15 games, that's a lot.
No, he just show sometimes on practice, he does maybe some beautiful. Maybe we want to play in the field or what?
No, but again, that's another mistake. We've said that for 2 years. They shouldn't have bought him, whatever. But why did they sell Rovella? Someone tell me something other than we could turn him into 17 million today pretty easily.
Well, he was pushing for it. He wants to play, so him and his agents were pushing to move.
So they knew Allegri had no intention of giving him good playing time.
I'm
basically,
sure they told him his role, and he was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. So again, we're in agreement that we can blame Allegri if he turns out to be a really good midfielder. For years to come. He's going to be good. I 100% think he's going to be good. I think he already should have played Rovella.
Rovella sure is going to be good.
So that's the thing. How many of these mistakes can we enforce on ourselves when we have no money?
Shall I tell you something, friend? Rovella, Lazio sold the Milinkovic-Savic. Mm-hmm. Rovella with Carlos Alberto
is going to be better.
Make them midfield better than
100%. 100%. I know that would be a hot take for a lot of people. For the 2,700 people in the chat room, take this hot take right here that Rovella is going to make them better. I believe that because Milinkovic-Savic, you said a long time ago, when the game's fun and they're winning, he'll score his goal, but he doesn't do shit for in a hard game.
Lazio, he bought a Kamara. Kamara's good, Japanese.
Kamara.
Yeah. Daiichi, right?
Yeah.
Daiichi Kamada. I haven't seen much of him, but I'll take your word for it. But again, I just wanted to get my 2 cents out on Rovella because I'm disappointed. Like I know you have too many people, and maybe they're thinking, okay, we're gonna keep Keys and Vlahovic, so we have to monetize, we have to sacrifice somebody else.
They're still thinking they don't know what to do with Moretti. Give it loan to someone, president. You cannot pay rent.
Yeah, like how
long you decide?
Well, I still think Moretti is going to get better over the next 5 years, but right now he's not a Juventus player.
No, I hope he does like Fagioli did from.
Yeah,
I would sell him.
No, and that's my thing. If I had an opportunity to sell Moretti at 11 or Rovella at 17, I would have sold Moretti. I would have said, "Here you go. Like we can't keep you all, but I'm going to keep, I'm going to keep Fagioli and I'm going to keep Rovella." But so it's disappointing anyway. So I think
Cherokee nowadays we have this guy, Nicola Caviglia. All of a sudden, El Rovella used to get it for nothing. That's not cool. That's
Uh,
why I didn't not convince
Well,
me.
and then you guys were laughing before the show because I was just saying, I said add him to the list of reasons why we shouldn't have bought Weah. Not that I don't like Weah. I hope he does awesome, but the point is like, okay, we spent 12 million on him, and then we had to turn around and sell Ravella for 17. I would have rather have kept Ravella. Like, no offense, like,
Alessandro's still there.
and Sandro said, well, that was Allegri because he made him hit his stupid game number of games and the contract kicked in. Again, that was Allegri. So, we could have, the Gosens went to Saudi Arabia for 15 million. Like, there's a lot of things that,
We
wherever
lost.
he went.
Oh, we don't have money. We lost to Carlos Augusto for 13 million.
Right. So again,
Come
like,
on,
I
if
just
you
wonder,
understand, you take that guy.
I wonder how Weah, I guess, when I had no, I guess the question is, how did he become such a quick priority? Like, the transfer season started and a week later they bought him. Like how? Why? Is the agent getting paid? Like, how did he come to the top of the list? Like, we got 12 million for you right now.
Well,
I think
You see,
I think a big part is he's
we
American.
still have the
Maybe.
problem, right? We were hoping, Lukaku and Vlahovic.
I wasn't.
Now you're not going to do this. You're not going to be there. So you're going to have Vlahovic that is not like to stay in Juventus. Even if he stay there,
Well, obviously he
you
hasn't
like-
given up on them because he could have easily done what Ravella did and said, "Get me the fuck out of here." So you can't say he doesn't like Juventus. Like, he could easily say, "Get me out of here." He hasn't done that. He hasn't forced him.
And then I don't understand. I don't understand the nobody. Like with Zakaria, we did the 20 million, 23 million. And Rovella, we sold him for less. I
Yeah.
don't understand.
Well, Zacharias on the Swiss national. Zacharias is a good player. That was another guy that we didn't use because of Allegri. So, I'm just saying, like, again, I know it's a broken record, but I'm just very disappointed in Rovella because, like, I can deal with Allegri all, like, sucking until he leaves. But when we end up selling these young players and then a couple years from now, we're going to be looking for a player like that, it's like, that's why I complained about Spinazzola being sold for 10 years after he was sold.
We talk about, besides Allegri, Giuntoli, right? So far, the whole thing I like, we got some debts. That's it.
How many? What debts did we cut?
Make the team better. We got it between the salary and everything under 70 million.
117 million. How?
Yeah, we said, yeah.
Who are the people?
We gave a lot of people of France. We got a 35 million from Kulevesk.
Oh, we got 35?
Yeah.
They took that option? No, that was in the last deal, though. Wasn't that already in the deal from the year before?
No, man, we dropped the debts. We dropped the debt of the lot. But at the same time, you have to worry about the team.
Well, look, they can't buy anyone right now, so this year's going to be all selling.
Excuse. Well, now they say we want to almost close Canasek. We're going to get a Canasek. No, because we hope to sell.
Berardi was the rumor today again.
Augusto, 13 million. So I know you don't have money, but
so let me ask you, Dan, that rumor of Berardi, does it make any sense? He didn't want to come when he was young. Where is he going to play, Berardi?
Well, they do need wingers.
Wait, only if you sell Kostic.
Yeah, which is also a rumor.
That's a rumor.
Well, that's fine, sell Kostic, but even that, like, what, is Berardi going to come and play fullback?
Frank, he saw Kostic. You still do a double mistake, the same mistake you did when you sell the Bala, because the Bala wasn't playing good with Flowers. Kostic wasn't the only one who was across to do something.
No, the only bad thing about Kostic was his crosses were only 1 out of 8 were good. That was the only bad thing.
They get blocked all the time.
Yeah. But, so I don't know. The Berardi rumor I don't get. Because,
but
again,
I like the idea. I
like it, but
now, though.
He's what?
He's 29 years old now.
He's older, and again, like, if you have Chiesa where you don't know if I don't understand where these guys are going to play.
You can't play him as a fullback like Kostic.
Yeah, you can't play like
soft.
Kostic. You want him to run back the whole.
He can play right away.
He's not defensive. He's a little older now, and he's injury prone.
Yeah,
he's very good.
He's very good, but the way Allegri plays, he's not going to play with 2 wings, is he? He hasn't done that yet.
I'm so as much as I hate this team, I'm very interested to see how they
See what happens. Yeah, a little bit intrigued, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just had to get my rant on Rovella because I feel like that's one that's going to bother me for like the next 3 years.
I hope he's great on Lazio.
It's just annoying.
He gets to play in the Champions League now.
You look like these people. They don't know nothing about soccer. The best, you got Spinazzola. You get Spinazzola for Pellegrini. Pellegrini, you know where it will end up. Now you got to Rovella. You give for nothing. I mean, how you get back?
You can't say nothing. It's Pellegrini and $20 million. It wasn't just nothing.
Yeah, but again, like we knew that deal was at best a break even. At best, if Pellegrini ended up being something. So you got $20 million for
Spinazzola. They were strapped for cash with
That's the problem.
They're strapped for cash. And Spinazzola's hurt all the time. It's not like he's a perfect player.
No, that's true. But they're making too many decisions because they're strapped for cash, paying the wrong people.
Yeah, but that's their fault.
Yeah. I mean, they got to dig out of it. So you got to give them time to dig out of it. But they must have really needed that 17 million, right? Because otherwise they would have been and fine. You know what? I would have no problem with that. But they brought in 2 guys, right? Who did they bring in? Weah and who else this year?
Who they bring in?
Yeah, who they bring in this year? Just Weah or somebody else too? I thought there was 2.
You see,
for the guy that the young kid defender.
You can question the judgment Allegri company. Allegri has a 2 player. He can, if you know how to use it, they're going to be good. The center mid isn't Hilson. You know the guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're not.
But if you give a captain to those people, they can make a man to you.
But Dan's right, though. Are they going to play?
They are not going to play.
They're not going to play. I don't think
they don't even have the opportunity to play now because they're not in tournaments. Maybe the Italian Cup game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you have 4. I mean, the whole problem is you have 40 players for one.
Listen, their roster is still going to change a lot.
Let's hope
they're going to get rid of at least another 4 or 5 people. They're going to move.
So who do you think is going to leave off their roster in between now and what? The end. It's the end of September.
I think Kovacic could leave. Iling Jr. could leave. Bonucci could leave. Moretti could leave. I think Vlahovic still could leave.
And don't put it past the deal like that where they think Vlahovic is on their team and then all of a sudden a day left, they end up getting 80 million for him and now they have no forward.
I still think Lukaku could come with Vlahovic staying.
I think if they sell 4 other players, they can make up the money to just. How would they play together?
I don't know if they would play together.
You can't afford that. A team that don't might have Lukaku and Vlahovic.
Juventus to concentrate and giving people away, right? You know, even younger people, loan. Someday we start the championship. They still don't have a formation.
Yeah, but every year they start slow. I expect the same thing. You know, I don't think they're going to be so great the first month.
Well, they have no excuse, though, because the preparation should be different because they're not preparing for 65 games this year. They're preparing for...
Their excuse will be our friendly with Barcelona got canceled because they had the shits.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of agree with that. Like, even that list of people you just named, like Kostic, I agree with. Bonucci, obviously, he's not in the plans. But then you have 2 young guys there, right? So Iling Jr. could be decent. Moretti...
You could make a lot of money on Iling Jr. That's
but how much is a lot of money? How much are they going to give you for an unproven guy?
Yeah. 20 million.
How are they going to get 20 million for Iling Jr. And when they just got 17 for Ravella?
Because he's 19 and he's got tons of upside.
Yeah, but Ravella's what, 21, and he played a full season Serie A?
But they're different positions.
True, but I don't know.
You know, not for Iling, you understand. He already changed his role. Wants to even play Mazzala.
Yeah, that was that rumor too. You heard they wanted to play in the middle. He's going to suck.
I don't see much Mazzala.
No. Listen, my whole hope is that he doesn't ruin Case's career with another year of Allegri. Because it's close. Because it's close. Yeah, because it's close. Because he doesn't play with wings. He doesn't put him in his best spot. And Case doesn't play great in the middle of the field. So don't be surprised if you know he screws us on Chiesa too.
Yeah, we should probably move on.
Yeah, additionally, let's talk Inter real quick. They did, like Frank said, move Gosens. They did sign.
I thought that was a very cheap price, by the way.
Yeah, but he
15.
wasn't going to play. There was no spot for him. So
No, I get why they sold him.
So, I just read if Chiesa go to PSG, they say they can buy Lukaku. So you play with Lukaku and Vlahovic.
No, it doesn't work. I don't
It
think
doesn't make sense.
it doesn't work at all.
Well, we'll see. Like, there's still plenty of weeks left to the deadline. The things that did happen are Arnautovic and Carlos Augusto, who they got no money for Carlos Augusto, basically. I don't know.
How much did they get? That 13
million.
million.
It was nothing. And he was great for Monza.
And how old is he?
He's young.
Yeah.
Why did they get so little? Why did they get so little for him?
He can buy whoever wants.
Yeah, I mean, Inter.
They bought what's his guy? The guy from Bologna. 10 million.
Who?
Arnautovic.
Arnautovic, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, it's a bad deal.
Yeah, I don't think that's
put
going
him
to
on
be
the
there.
bench.
No, but okay, but here's my thing. Arnautovic, if you're saying like, would I rather have Lukaku and Vlahovic on a team that doesn't work? I'd rather have someone at 10 million like Arnautovic to sit on the bench. It doesn't make any sense. You're going to play them together? Lukaku and Vlahovic doesn't make any sense.
Well, but him and Milik play together sometimes.
Yeah, and that doesn't work either, by the way.
I know.
So I'm just saying, like, is there something in the head there? Or does he just want players like he's playing like, a video game? Like, it doesn't. How is that going to work? Were you expecting Vlahovic to run off Lukaku?
30 years old. What old is he?
Who?
Arnautovic.
I think he's like 30.
He's over 30. He was on Inter when he was young.
He's like 10 million for 30 years. Come on.
But he's a backup who can score you 12
Yeah,
goals.
backup. You have a Correa. You cannot get rid of it. You get another backup.
That was a bad move.
Yeah, but don't forget, they're in the Champions League. They have all those tournaments. And
2 years ago, he was really
By-
good.
yeah.
By the way, did you see the last game? Inter, whoever, they won a 4-3. And Lautaro did the fly for nothing. He didn't touch. They gave a penalty anyway.
No, I didn't watch the highlights. They're friendly.
I don't know. I don't think that's a horrible. He's 34. Arnautovic, 34.
Arnautovic is 34, yeah. But he's right. He's a backup.
But he's a backup, right? Like he reminds me of when Juventus had.
They see Lautaro, Rovella, and Quadrado. And they say they're going to get us to coach them some swimmer, some.
Same thing.
Because they fly all of them.
I actually think he fits to back up, as a backward forward. Like those are the type of guys. It's like when Juventus had Iaquinta. He was a backup forward, like a 9.
No, Iaquinta was a titular.
Not always.
Most of the time.
Not always. He was a backup.
They went to play national team.
No shit. He won the World Cup. I understand. I'm saying, but they had forwards and he was a backup. He played in the rotation. He got his 20 games in, but he wasn't their number 9. They had Trezeguet. So I don't think. I mean, at least to me, that seems like I'm constructing a team. I'm not just getting players because I like Lukaku, and then I'll figure it out afterwards.
It's a quick fix to spend $10 million. He's not going to be on that team a long time. He's 34 years old already.
Yeah. What about Carlos Augusto? What? He said he got 13.
Yeah. Carlos Augusto was really good on Monza last year.
We all wanted him, remember? So that's a good deal.
Yeah, but that was 1 year. Like, he could suck.
True. I mean, but they all could suck. Like, Gosens was great, and then he went to injury and he sucked. It just depends on the.
He's
got
hurt all the time.
Yeah.
You had Rome.
Did you hear about Pogba? Pogba say either he drop his salary or you go to Saudi Arabia.
Good.
I thought he didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia.
They're finished to talk to this guy.
Yeah, he's not going to go to Saudi. If he wanted to go to Saudi Arabia, he would have won already.
Yeah, Arabia. If they cannot play Juventus, what do you go to Saudi Arabia for?
Because he's a big enough name. I don't know.
Money.
You had Rome sign 2 midfielders today. They got Paredes from PSG, and they got Renato Sanchez. And then they needed help in the midfield room. So they're just trying. I think they're taking a couple shots in the dark and seeing if they work out.
How much did they pay for those guys?
$4 million for Paredes.
That's not bad. $4 million for Paredes.
No, it's great. I think that's actually a good move.
He did good in Serie A.
It is.
It was $4 million for Paredes.
For Milan for who?
Paredes to go to Rome.
From PSG.
Does anyone remember what the buy option was for Juventus?
Roma.
35 million or 40
It
million.
was 40 million.
Could
40
you
million.
imagine?
Yeah, 40 million.
Roma just bought Sanchez and Paredes.
Yeah, that's what Chris is saying. Chris is saying Paredes for 4 million. Our option was 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's good negotiating.
That's how bad our team negotiating is. Oh yeah, well, option for 40.
We've never had an intent on buying.
I understand, but sometimes these things are just make you look stupid. Like, what are you going to do? Even if you went back and go, I need 50% off, you're at 20 million. You know what I mean? Like, even if you want to keep him, then you're screwed. Because the team's going to go, wait, you offer me 40. You want me to take less than 20?
Yeah.
Like,
Rome is still looking for that striker, though. So, like, they've addressed other areas, but they really don't have a number 9.
I mean, why don't they get Lukaku?
Right? He would be good on them.
He would be good on their team. That makes sense.
Yeah. Because
I still think Scamacca would have been perfect for them.
Where did Scamacca go again?
Not a lot.
I think he's going to do good on Atalanta.
Yeah, me too.
If the team can play good.
It's not convincing me, Atalanta.
No, they've been slipping for 2
Because
years
they've
now.
been selling. Now we have Scamacca and De Catalera for Milan.
Yeah.
I think that guy is so overrated. How much do they get for that
Yeah,
guy?
overrated. Casperini say, I like that guy. I like too much, you know.
Yeah, but here's the
I don't
deal.
know. What do you see? I don't know.
Too.
But Atalanta has a history of getting these guys that are undervalued and valuating it, and then after 2 years selling them for
But
twice.
you see, with De Catalera, they got it to 30 million if they want.
Oh yeah.
So one rumor now is Zapata go to Rome.
That would work. That would work too. If Zapata can stay healthy, that would be good.
Zapata wants to go to Rome.
It's a cheap option, you know.
That's actually smart.
Yeah, but I understand that Zapata lately he has a lot of injury.
A lot of injuries last year. He
He's
didn't
older.
really play. But if he played a full season on Rome, he would do good.
It's better than Belotti.
Oh, yeah, anyone's better than him.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather have Kevin Lasagna than Belotti. And I hate lasagna.
I mean, how old is Belotti now? That's another guy that's been here forever.
He's actually not that old. He's younger than Immobile.
Belotti, there was
Really?
a moment when he was at Torino, the president wants 30 million.
Yeah.
He was pretty delusional.
Well, he went to Germany, didn't he?
No.
Belotti did. I thought he played
Oh,
in Germany.
Immobile.
Immobile.
Oh yeah,
that's
Immobile
right.
did. Yeah, but Immobile scored in Germany, didn't he?
No, he was terrible. That's why he
He was?
He didn't score. Why did the sack completo? He didn't know what he did the Lazio.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say in the preseason, someone that looks like they're starting the season in pretty good form, like the way they're moving, is Keane. I feel like he's like picking up from a good season last year. Yeah, he seems like he's.
I do not like him as a player.
He looks lighter than last year.
He looks lighter. Yeah, he
I
looks
think,
lighter.
if he gets
agreed.
a little bit lighter, it's better.
Agreed. I think, and that could be a good difference for him. Now, that's a guy too, by the way. Like you're telling me they couldn't get 20 million for Keane? They could absolutely
Yeah,
could.
the 30 million they will spend. The 30 million.
That's a loss, right?
That would be good.
What?
That would
Yeah,
be
but I'm
a
saying
loss.
we paid too much. We already know that.
It was ours.
Yeah, it was
It
ours.
was ours.
Dumb.
God, I'm surprised these guys haven't gone to Italian jail for how they spend this money. They should go to Italian
Some
jail
of
the way
them
they
did.
spend this,
Some of them, yeah. Some of them did get
but not for like they're like it's literally defrauding the investors. Like how bad they're spending money. That's what I mean. Taking the investors' money and doing that shit. Like, what? They might as well just light it on fire.
I'd be pissed.
What the hell? 40 million. Oh, we'll sell them to you for 4. How about that? Stupid. All right. What other Serie A news? Anything we should talk about?
Like, the thing is, like, other leagues started already. They're always a week behind. The transfer deadline is going to keep going through after the season starts, so we're going to see moves continue.
Was it always like that, by the way? Like,
Yeah,
I feel
it always starts later.
It's right
No, not
before you have to
start.
register for the Champions League.
Yeah, but I mean, the first. I don't know how I feel about the first month of people bringing in new
It's always
players.
been like that. It's always
Weird.
Injuries and stuff.
Yeah, you see, I don't understand one thing. By now, the trade Vlahovic Lukaku should have been done. Because now
Why
the
is he
championship.
still on that?
That's the best thing that hasn't happened. Can you stop wishing it on us? I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
a bad move.
No,
Yeah.
I believe in Lukaku.
I'm not saying Lukaku's bad. It's a stupid move.
No, it's not stupid move. You know what? It's not stupid. I told you.
It's not going to
Because
happen.
Leeds-
I think it might still.
They don't want Vlahovic.
Chelsea can't get him now. It's impossible.
Not happening.
It's not happening.
Why can't it happen now?
I
They
see.
just spent 160 million on 2 players.
Yeah, the Chelsea does not want Vlahovic. He would have been on the team already if they wanted him.
Well, I'm glad. Because I don't want Lukaku.
Anyway, let's move on.
Let me ask you something. Why do you think Vlahovic should not buy it? Because the last year suck.
Yeah, I understand the last year suck. Okay, but again,
they will suck for a leg.
Yeah.
If you play another year with a leg, it's going to be worth 10 million.
That's all right. And then Allegri gets fired. We get another coach, and he gets back. He rebounds 2 years from now. It's fine.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to sell him when he's at his lowest.
Yeah, you don't sell when your asset is at the lowest. You don't sell low, buy high. That's what they'd be doing. Buying at 80, selling low. So why are we trying to sell him now?
We're not. He is.
Yeah. You know, it is what it is. Tell Allegri to make a team that actually creates some chances for their forward. 2 or 3 a game would be nice.
Let's move on to our predictions for the season that are sure to go.
Prediction.
All right. For those of you who have not followed the show, this is where you want to write these down. And you want to actually run right to the casino, take an extra mortgage out on the house, and bet on all of them. You will double up surely.
Bet on the opposite of everything that I know, at least.
Yeah, I suck at this. Don't follow anything I say.
All right, so I don't even know what categories we're going to make up. Not really make up. We'll kind of do the same shit we've done in the past few years. My question is, do you guys know the names of the coaches? Because I do when we say the first manager should be fired.
I don't know them all. No, I'm not even going to lie.
So,
is there an easy list I could look at?
No, I mean, you have to look up the team and find out their coaches.
Well, can't I just do a list of Serie A coaches?
I never had an idea.
You don't have an idea of who's going to get fired first?
Can you guys see that or no?
Oh, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Hold on, let me look at this. Okay.
So
all I know is I'm 10 down, and the worst, they're all better than Allegri.
There are really good coaches in this league, like really good coaches. But
Italy's always been one of the most tactical leagues by far. Always, if not
and it's always majority Italians as coaches.
Yeah.
But really, the only one for me is Di Francesco at Frosinone.
Francesco, I guess.
Yeah, he's a terrible coach. I don't know.
Wow, you know the list of coaches is pretty good. Pretty good.
I was gonna say I'm going back to the well with.
I see the other guy, right? Versa.
Yeah, Versa on Leitch, right?
Well,
but I don't really.
Their team's just not good. So yeah, I can see them.
I'm gonna go Dia Versa with Leitch, just because
that guy, Marco Zaffaroni, Verona.
I mean, we're just picking bad teams.
Well, because Hellas Verona is such a terrible team.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But me and Chris are going Frosinone. That's the go-to Di Francesco, right? Chris,
I mean, I feel like we're almost cheating that category because we're really betting on the horrible teams. I don't know.
You know what? Like all right, fine. You want a ballsy pick?
They hired him, Frank.
So what? You want to pick that? I'm going to switch my pick to. I'm saying Palladino.
I pick what's his name? The guy from Frosinone.
That's what he just said. I'm saying Palladino was so good. Everyone praised him so much last year. I think Monza takes a step back and they fire him.
Well, yeah, okay, so that's actually not a bad pick because Berlusconi is not going to sit and be like, my team sucks, and we're Monza. He's going to think we're good. So any step back, I don't think that's a horrible pick. I'm going to still, I think someone gets fired usually within the first 4 weeks, and I don't think he'll get fired in the first 4 weeks.
But really, realistically, the coach who has the best chance of getting fired in the first week is Allegri. If you had to pick a coach in the first 4 weeks, if they could start off,
I say Allegri because Juventus and I used to take.
I think they committed money wise. Otherwise, they would have gotten rid of him this year.
No, I think Giuliani's saying, "Hey, you got the shortest leash in the world. If you're out of here."
I wish, but I don't think. I think maybe if they are in 15th place by Christmas, maybe he gets fired.
You're gonna wait till Christmas?
All right, if they're in 15th place, maybe he gets fired.
Do you remember how bad they started last year? Like
I know,
I think they had 7 points after 12 games.
They were bottom 3 early.
Yeah, bottom 3.
This year, whatever they do in the team, he doesn't have an excuse. We have one game and we.
Did he have an excuse last year?
No,
Yeah.
not really.
No, he didn't have an excuse last year. So I mean, last year they were bottom 3 after like 10 games, right?
They were.
They had 7 points or something.
They were closer to last than first.
Yeah. So I don't think they can start as bad as last year.
The first game is going to be hard to do the next.
Yeah. I don't think they can start as bad as last year. Do you?
I mean,
No.
I think
Last year was
they're already playing better than last year. So I would say no, they're not gonna.
Yeah, that's hard to do. Like that was bad. Yeah, if they start like last year, then yeah, he might be fired.
Although you know what, we didn't really look at the schedule. They could.
Well, yeah, that's a good call.
Okay, so next category. This can go either way. Your surprise team of the year, a team that's going to do way worse than you expect, or way better than you expect.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me take a look here.
Way worse or way better?
Yeah, you could pick either or. Like,
Hey,
This
I
is hard to
saw,
do.
I saw highlight from that Serb team. They play good.
Brighton is very good.
They might not have a good player, but
They have good
they
players.
move a lot.
They beat
Dude,
Juventus.
They bought Caicedo for like $4.5 million and just sold him for $115 million.
Yeah,
So
that's funny.
No, but they move. It's a team that move.
I'm gonna pick for this category. I'm picking Fiorentina. I think they're gonna do better than I think they're gonna do.
You know who the first coach fired is going to be?
Yeah.
The new Napoli coach,
Oh, get out of here. Get out.
Claude Fichot.
What? That's not even the coach.
This is wrong.
What's he saying?
I'm just thinking of my own name.
But you
Can
know
we
what?
stick to this category, Ron?
Fred,
What?
I'm curious to see Arthur with Fiorentina.
He's going to suck.
With Italiano. No, with Italiano. Imagine
If Italiano gets something good out of him, then that just proves that when we said how good he was.
Play like Juventus and back. So Arthur automatically is going to be up in the middle.
So
Yeah, but he
Chris,
also
you picked Fiorentina as your surprise team to do better, you're saying?
Better. I think they have a chance at top
Well,
six.
what classifies that though? I think we should have to classify what that is. So let him say what better is,
I
because
think better than last year. I think they finished 8th. I think they have a chance at top 6.
Yeah, I mean, they're in 7th because they're in the Conference League because of Juventus.
is that a surprise? 2 spots.
Is that like a crazy surprise top 6, though?
I mean, there's some pretty good teams in front of them.
Okay, I mean, sure.
Well,
That's
that's
kind of
fair. At least he's putting a stake in the ground. I still have to figure one out. Hold on.
okay.
You still have.
You're saying
Napoli-
Fiorentina top 6. You're saying.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to make like my bold prediction for my winner. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't want to say, "Ooh, this team's going to do so good, they're going to win it all," because that's going to give away my winner.
You're gonna say lots.
No, what are you doing? Don't go put them out there.
Oh, what was that? A prediction? Just with the coach, the first coach.
No,
Are
we're
you-
doing
are
our
you
biggest.
listening?
Yeah, go ahead,
No.
Dan. Say it again.
Your surprise team of the year, who's going to do way worse than everyone expects or way better? You pick one.
Way better. I think Lazio is going to be better.
So in terms
Wait,
of
time out. Way better. They finished 2nd last
they
year.
finished second.
Oh, yeah, they finished second, the Lazio.
So you're saying they're going to go in first?
No.
Okay, so that doesn't make sense.
I mean, they don't have to finish first to be way better. I don't know. You know what? That's a tough one because they were in 2nd.
I feel like they have to be first to do way better if you're in 2nd.
Tell the truth. I don't never someone first this year.
You haven't selected a winner yet?
I haven't either, to be honest
All
with you.
right,
I keep bouncing.
my prediction is Napoli is not making the top 4.
Ooh.
That's my surprise team. They take a big step back.
We all said that last year too.
I think Spalletti was big. Spalletti was big in how they played, and it's going to be a big adjustment for them. And they lose Kim. I know they signed someone, but
you see, Napoli stayed the same. Even sold to some people like Lozano. It's going to be the same team.
okay, but it's very hard to do what they did last year. Again,
We have this center mid. We don't know
Yes.
him.
But Dan is saying he's not going to make. They're not going to make the top 4. That's his prediction.
that's my surprise of the season.
Do you have one?
This is hard.
And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be Salernitana is going to make top 10.
I think a surprise might be Juventus.
Go ahead, make that call. What do you bad or good?
Negative or positive? I don't know.
He can't decide which
That's how I am too, though.
Flip a coin.
Go out, pick a stand, take a stand, man.
I don't know. It's I'm not curious.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got
so.
one. I got one. Disappointment of the year. Inter. No Champions League.
So they're not making top 4 for you.
Inter, yes, the team, but he lost to Desco and Lukaku.
Yeah, I'm saying Inter doesn't make the Champions League.
That's a ballsy pick, a ballsy statement.
What do you have, Bob?
He was saying Juventus something, good or bad. I don't know. He's leaving it as a question.
Juventus is good. If you don't win it with the one game a week, forget it.
So what are you saying? They make the Champions League or they win the whole thing?
No, they first of all.
First 4. That's a sad day when Juventus fans are saying we're going to overachieve top 4.
It's a surprise, though.
Look what it is.
Frank, if you watch it, they go for the first 4 position.
Yeah.
The money from the championship.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want the money.
The money for the championship is important for this team.
Listen, I'm not going to give him shit for that because that's going to surprise me if they make top 4. So
Yeah. All right, your top goal scorer of the year is. Let's speed this up a little bit.
I don't know. We cannot say that.
Top goal scorer of the
Because
year.
we don't know Vlahovic. We don't know Lukaku. We don't
You have
know.
to make a pick.
Well,
You're
I
assuming
think we should
Juventus
make
is
a,
gonna score.
I think we should make a pick, and then if your person just gets traded to another league, then it is what it is. You can replace it.
Whatever.
Lautaro is going to be there.
Do you think Lautaro?
Lautaro know how to score. Come on.
He's too inconsistent for me, though. He goes like months without
You
scoring.
know what to be.
I don't like Lautaro.
I'm going safe with Immobile. I think he gets a lot of penalty shot goals this season.
That's a safe bet. I'm gonna go. I want to go Vlahovic, but I can't because Immobile will always score more goals than Vlahovic because he's on
I
Juventus.
go for Lukaku or Vlahovic.
Lukaku's not even in the league.
Because
Lukaku's not in the league.
we
Can't
don't
go.
know the deal.
You can't
All
go.
right, so he's picking the Juventus striker. We'll just go with that.
Good. So you got Keane.
Chris, who do you got?
I'm going Lucas Beltran, Fiorentina. I'm all in.
What an asshole.
I'm gonna go
All
Scamacca.
Scamacca. That would be awesome.
Yeah, Scamacca with Avalanche.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but I took Giroud.
Giroud is so past his prime. I can't pick him.
I think Scamacca wins it with a low total of 21 this year.
21. That would be a terrible season if the high score is 21.
Yeah,
That's awful. I hope you're wrong on all this.
There's going to be tons of goals this year.
Well, that's if the off. Did that go through the offside rule?
I don't know.
Frank, relax with this offside shit. You're the only one who mentions that.
Listen, that's gonna change the game.
Okay, let's do our top 4 selection. You guys want to do that?
Sure.
So how do you want to do this? We all give our 4th place, or do you want to? I'll say my top 4, you say yours, and then we'll do like that.
Let's each do number 4, then go up.
Okay,
Right?
sure.
You got to give me a second to look at this.
Okay, so I've already said Napoli's not in my top 4, so I have to remember that, and I'm going.
It's on the top of 4 now.
No, well, that's my prediction, so you can't tell me what my prediction is. I'm going to say that my number 4 team is. This is a total guess. I'm saying Atalanta makes the top 4.
Okay. I'm going to say Rome, top 4.
Okay.
I like Mourinho.
So 4th place for Rome for you. What about you, Frank?
I see on top of 4 Lazio.
Okay, you're saying fourth Lazio. Frank, what about you?
Fourth Juventus.
Okay. Third place selection. I am going with Milan.
I'm going to Inter.
I say Inter too.
I'm going Napoli.
Okay. Second place. I'm going with Inter.
Napoli.
Milan.
I'm gonna go Milan. Second place.
So that means
Juventus are first place.
first place you have Juventus. I also have Juventus first place.
Oh.
I'm doing-
Are you guys
I'm-
serious?
I'm doing lots.
Milan.
Come on.
This is
Listen.
Favela.
Ravella, man.
You guys I hate you guys.
Listen, you think it's any less chance? Yes, Juventus could win first place better than Lots, but it's not crazy. Let's see how they play. I hate Lots, by the way. They're so inconsistent. But I don't know. I don't have a good feel for any of these teams, to be honest
So
with you.
Frank, Lazio. Let me just run this by you.
How
Lazio
much
wins.
he good, Lazio? I put up 4th place.
Lazio wins the title. Who's the MVP of the year?
Ravella.
It's so stupid.
No, Immobile.
Chris, who's the MVP? You said Lots first too, right?
I said Milan.
Oh, you said Milan? Okay.
I'm saying Leao. I think it's going to be awesome this year.
Leao.
Mhm.
My MVP is Chiesa, by the way.
He
What
might
do
be
you have for
his
MVP?
hands.
He's not even going to play his position.
Is Chiesa's going to be very good this year.
Do they keep him?
Chiesa's going to be
If they fire Allegri, I'll take Chiesa.
My MVP is moving to the electrical
France.
company, according to that. PSE.
Yes, a PSG. Oh.
Oh, God, I hope not.
All right, wait. So I have Leao. You have Chiesa. Frank, who's yours?
Oh, we got to do the MVPs for real?
Yeah. It has
Oh,
to be someone from Lazio, right? You picked them to win it.
nah, it does not do something for Lots.
Oh, well, then you're stupid. I don't know what you're doing.
Why is that? Does the MVP always come from the
It's
winning team?
always, Frank, there's very rare the MVP doesn't come from the winning team.
All right, hold on. Let me look at the roster.
Providel, is that who you're picking?
No.
Let me look at their roster. He picked them to win. He doesn't even know who's on the roster.
Because the teams suck. It's probably would be Immobile because he'd score 30-something goals, but I'm just going to say Ravella because why the fuck not?
Who's your MVP?
Oh, no, MVP? I don't know.
Well, pick one.
Pick one.
Leao.
Okay. Just to give you guys a heads up, betting, these are the favorites.
Okay.
Okay. Inter's plus 190, Napoli plus 275, Juventus plus 350, Milan plus 500.
Wow. Okay.
So, and then the one after that is Rome plus 1,000.
What about MVP? Do they have an MVP category or no?
No, I didn't see it at least.
What was Lazio's?
I don't know. I don't know.
They weren't plus 1,000.
He was past 1,000.
I don't know
I'll
why I
check.
picked them, but just because I said Inter wasn't going to be in the top four. You guys
But
already
you
said,
help yourself with the thing.
They don't have the Rovella factor as high as you, Frank.
well, yeah, they might not.
Anyway.
And don't forget the Daiichi Kamada. Any team with Japanese people on it or Koreans, I'm big fans of.
Lots is plus 1,400 right after Rome.
All right, throw that bet on there. Let's go $5.
$5. What does that get me?
I don't know.
5 gets you $75.
Not worth it.
Much faith in his predictions. Anyway, this is the worst predictions I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, these are bad. I figured I knew a couple people were gonna pick Juventus to win.
Yeah, but I think I was surprised.
Oh, it's a better bet. It's a better bet to
You
bet.
don't put on the list of what do we pick. You don't
I have them making Champions League. Listen, if they had any other coach but Allegri, I would pick them number one. But I just can't do it. I don't like him. I don't even want him to leave with any sense of success in this reign, so I don't want to even convince people that he's good.
So you're rooting for them to be bad this season.
No, I'm not rooting for them to be bad. I hope they win it, but I'm not going to say they're going to win it because I'd be putting confidence in Allegri.
Okay. The games are this weekend. They start on Saturday, right, Chris?
Yes. Yeah.
Do we want to
Ooh.
run
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Remind people of our This is where we
I
shine.
hope the Festival will win. Otherwise, it's going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for anyone who's actually listening to this,
There's 2,700 people in the chat.
well, somebody should write a good comment because I haven't heard one all day.
Well, yeah. If you guys, by the way, the chat, if you guys actually give us something that we could use, we'll put you on the show. But so far, you guys have come up empty.
So the way the predictions work, we pick 4 games, usually one each, and we pick a winner and we pick a result. If you get the winner right or the result right, you get a point. If you get the exact score right, you get an additional 2 points this season. We're going to do so. It's 1 and 3. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. 1 and 3 is way better. That was
1
just
and 3 instead of 1 and 2. Okay.
yeah. I like that. So did Daddy hear the rule? 1 and 3.
He doesn't matter. He's going to crush us anyway. He did last year. Chris, can you throw up the schedule or no?
Actually excited for this week kickoff.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, I know after like 20 minutes, I'm like, this sucks, but
Well, only if you're watching Juventus.
All right.
okay.
You guys can see it or no?
Yeah, but if you want to read it, you can.
On Saturday, you have Empoli and Verona, Frosinone, Napoli, Genoa, Fiorentina, Inter, Monza. On Sunday, you have Rome versus Salernitana, Sassuolo versus Atalanta, Lecce versus Lazio, Udinese versus Juventus, and then Monday you have Torino and Cagliari, and Bologna versus Milan.
I will say, Italy never puts a good game on the first week. Like
There's a couple good games.
No, these games suck.
How do they suck? There's Sassuolo Atalanta. There's Juventus Udinese.
What was it, Chris? Yesterday, the EPL was Liverpool Chelsea, wasn't it? Week 1.
I feel like they pan pick their games.
Well, they do. They make a good schedule. That's way more interesting than any of these shit games.
What are you talking about? Sassuolo Atalanta, Udinese,
These games
Juventus.
suck.
They have Genoa Fiorentina.
Anyway, we're each gonna pick a game.
He said Genoa, Fiorentina.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
No, Genoa Fiorentina is not bad.
Yeah.
Hey, really quickly, Pirlo had a scare.
1-1.
Pirlo had a scare in the cup game today.
Pirlo,
What happened?
what?
They almost lost. Sampo almost lost.
Hey, let's talk.
Who?
Genoa Fiorentina, pick Genoa.
Sampo almost lost in the cup game.
Oh
today.
yeah. To who?
Some shit, dude.
All right, wait, is that the first game you guys are going with? Genoa versus Fiorentina?
No.
Oh, I don't know why you say pick that one. Let's go with Sassuolo Atalanta.
Genoa Fiorentina, what we did.
No, I don't want it to pick that one. You want to pick that one?
Yeah,
All right, fine.
All right.
Let's
Do
pick
that one first.
Fiorentina.
1-1.
1-1. Okay.
3-1 Fiorentina.
2-0 Fiorentina.
2-2.
Wow, 2-2. Okay. All right. Next, let's go Sassuolo Atalanta.
Daniel, what do you pick?
I picked 2-0 Fiorentina.
Hey, listen, buddy. If you want to be a part of this podcast, you got to start listening.
There's an unknown user that's not visible, by the way.
Shut up. Just pick.
Can you guys fucking focus for a second?
Next, yeah.
Which game?
Sassuolo Atalanta, make your prediction, please.
Who's picking first? Who picked the game?
All right, fine. I'll pick the game. I'm going to say 2-1 Atalanta.
2-2.
I am also going to say 2-2.
Atalanta, we play Sassuolo Atalanta. 1-1.
Okay.
2-2. 2 goals by Scamacca against his old team. And off to the races we go.
Udinese, Juventus. 2-1 Udinese.
1-2.
Wow, he's got the 2-1. I also am picking a 2-1 victory for Juventus.
They don't have Udoji anymore, right?
No, he played for Tottenham. He started for Tottenham.
Tottenham, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 2-1 Juventus.
3 of us picked Juventus to win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm going to pick Juventus the entire season.
Chris's Frankie's Inter tactics.
Who didn't pick?
Who didn't pick a game?
No, who didn't pick the game? Yeah, you said only 3 people. Well, I only heard 3.
No, we all picked him 2-1.
I picked
and then
it.
Chris
You
picked
picked
1.
it.
Oh, okay. So I got to pick a game. All right. Inter Monza. 1-1.
2-0 Inter.
3-0 Inter.
1-0 Monza.
Monza played really
And
well.
we're off to the new start, baby.
Monza played really well against the top teams last year.
I know. That's why I picked the tie. He bested me going Monza outright winning away.
I just picked them to fire their coach first, so I'm not picking them to win their first game.
Could be the only one they win.
Anyway, next week me and Chris are not even in the States. So I don't even know if we're doing an episode, just a heads up.
I'll be traveling for work.
Which kind of sucks because it's the opening week. We're going to miss it.
But
Yeah.
Frank, you are going on vacation now?
No, I'm
You
traveling
what?
for
You
I'll be
took the
gone.
Wednesday?
Yeah. I'll be traveling Monday too, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it.
Hey, you guys, when you go South Carolina?
Stop doxing me on Wednesday.
Wednesday?
anyway, we will see you the next time we're on. Okay.
All right.
Enjoy the games,
Yeah.
and we will be back.
Let's have a very good game Sunday.
Allegri
Yeah.
out.
Bye.
Allegri out. Bye.
Bye.
Adios.